Another dark log from the diary of a griever named John Weaver, which is me. Alright, you zombs, what's going on? It's about the 11th or 12th, I think, of December. All I know it's Thursday. We're heading into Friday in about a few hours. Speaking of which, it's about 9:39 at night, and I'm still dealing with She Who Must Be Obeyed, my dog, who's a pain in the ass. When I do these dark logs, I'm trying to keep an eye on the dog. She'll wake up, only give me about an hour's worth of rest, and starts fussing around left and right like she wants to play or something. And I have to keep putting her back in a position of saying, sleep already, damn it. Dog has no concept of what human needs of biological and mental needs are, such as the beauty of sleep. Shout out to the artist in recovery who seems to be having issues regarding his recordings. That's why I don't go out at night myself, not even early in the morning. Because I don't dare take the chance out here. There she goes. I don't dare take the chance walking around in the middle of the night. Because it's perfect night to get your ass rolled. And he's been doing that for a long while, and he's still doing it for the recordings. And more power to the guy, but I just hope he's more careful these days. But he was talking about self-checkouts, and maybe there's people out there ripping off the stores through the self-checkouts. Some people actually prefer the checkouts. Me? Give me a damn cashier, alright? I'll do the small talk. I got no issues with it. I've been a cashier. What the fuck's wrong with that? I've been in the customer service for a hell of a long while. Granted, when you're a young kid, you gotta earn your spots. You gotta earn it, and you gotta learn. So there's nothing wrong with being a cashier. If you're good at money, if you're good at calculating, if you're good at arithmetic, I suck. I still went for cashiering and customer service anyway. Why not? Put on the charm, put on the smile, and then be extra careful when you're doing cashiers. Actually, when you're taking people's money and exchanging it for the right change and stuff. When you're in a rush, that's when you really make mistakes, and that's what I've done doing the cashiering bit. So I always had to watch out for my register and keep it balanced. Slow it down. People out there would want you to go faster. You have to find your own pace and not rush it, because you rush it, things get screwed up. I've been through it too many damn times. I can't tell you how much I fucked up on those things. Shortchanged or worse on my register. Yeah, and then have to fill out the damn reports, and then have to go about another 2 or 3 months of perfect balancing before something else would go wrong. These things build up in time in companies. When you have a record, let's say we've been in there for about 5 or 6 years. If you had a clean enough record with no imbalances at all, I think it piss Paul perfect. An occasional imbalance, they're going to be holding that camera on your ass. They're going to be holding it on your hands and on the register to see if you're shortchanging them at all. And then, here comes the damn reports. And if you build up enough of those damn reports, they got a basis of firing your ass. And they're done that. No one likes self-checkouts, right? Or do people like self-checkouts so they can rip things off? Maybe the current polls these days will have the younger crowd trying to rip them off. But a long time ago, it didn't matter which age bracket it was. Could have been the kids, and it could have been older folks ripping off merchandise. But you want to hear something about one particular word? Shrink. In retail lingo, when I was working in it, you hear an occasional Well, I've either got noise outside or noise inside here. So. But the word shrink, if you look at it in a dictionary, at first it tells you about size compacting on itself, something like that. But in lingo for retail, that means theft. How much has the store been stolen from? You'd be surprised that employees do it. Some employees do get caught, and others, well, they get caught down the road. A long time ago, when they actually had the inventories going on, and I remember working on a lot of inventory parties with the company, keeping track of the physical stuff all the time, do the yearly inventories, but we're always doing the spot inventories of stuff, comparing it to the computer records, comparing it to warehouse records. Always comparisons to make sure everything else is accounted for. And when there's a discrepancy, oh shit. So then here comes the cameras, and here comes loss prevention, trying to find out what the hell's going on. Yeah, that's real fun when you have loss prevention hanging around. I haven't been in retail since I got the tire dropped on me back in 2012 in a Walmart. And I'm working cashier and sales counter. Oh, I've said some stories on this one back in my previous videos on this one. She's wanting more attention. She's whining at me. If I ignore her, she's going to be increasing it. So, if I'm not mistaken, there was an article in TMC concerning about theft being done by certain levels of maturity, age group, doing it. Even wealth. They can get away with it. Why not? They did the same damn thing back in the 80s and 90s. They did. I know. I was there. Yeah, if you don't mind, I gotta deal with she'll miss be obeyed.